Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Outdoor Builders podcast. We have Bruno, the Outdoor Builder, with us.
Let's go.
How you doing today?
I am doing better than I deserve. That's my phrase.
Hey, well, that and what is it? Another day, another project.
Another day, another project.
I like that. People like that. People resonate with that.
A lot of people reply to me and say, another day, another project.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's good,
It's
man.
really sticking.
How's your week going?
It's going great. We did a pool yesterday. Had the night coming in, and it was fun. And we did a bunch of marketing stuff, videos, and all that. It was fun. The homeowner's happy.
Okay.
After a year. I don't want to go there, guys, but that permit took us over a year to get to that point. And unfortunately, it's just the whole system how it is right now. A lot of cities, they don't have the staff they used to have. Everyone is cutting because there's not enough budget for that department in specific. So that's why it's delaying. So for you out there, that's a contractor, someone that's waiting on a permit, even if you're a homeowner, you're watching this, be patient with your contract because the cities are in default due to short of staff. They don't have enough people to go over the paperwork, and that's why it's delaying. So don't worry. If you're in California, that's normal.
Yeah. Even, from personal experience, even the inspectors now, they're contractors.
Yeah, it's not even employed by the city.
Yeah, they're not employed by the city.
They have a company. They're like engineers and people that work with this stuff, and it's like they're being hired by the city to go there and just inspect and just talk to and hang out. And guess what? They get paid by the hour. So the longer it takes them, the more they're making. So that's why it's taking so long for us to get through that.
But, I digress. We digress. That isn't what we're talking about today.
Talking about
right?
money today.
We're talking about money.
Let's
we're talking
go.
about cash flows. So let me ask you a question, Bruno. I just opened up new company, super duper pavers, best pavers in west of the
That's
Mississippi.
a cool name. You should take that.
No one steal that from me, okay? No one go on to, the website and steal that for me, okay? Anyway, super duper pavers. I'm ready to go. I sold my first contract, right? They said, we're ready to go. It's 1,000 square feet of pavers. Where do I go from there? Do I just go to Home Depot and say, hey, I'll pay you guys when I get the money? Or what do I do?
So it depends on the type of business that you opened up, right? We do go over this in the masterclass, and we suggest what is the best type of company that you should open up based on your niche, based on what you do, right? So based on what the industry that you're in. If you're selling products, there's types of LLCs. If you're actually a construction company, types of corporation, all that. And I explained that very well. Because it's a brand new company. Let's say we're working with a C Corp, right? Brand new company. There's no credit out there. Usually because it's a new company, the way banks see this, it's like, this can be an opportunity for me to create a business with this guy. So whenever you go to a regular traditional bank, it could be any bank, to open up a regular checking account for your business checking account, they're going to offer you a credit card. And yes, early on, all the credit cards and all the applications that you do, it will go through your personal credit. Why? Because you don't have enough credit built into the business. So they need a leverage. They need to use your credit to confirm that you do have enough credit to be approved, right? Meaning, even though if it is a brand new company, the chance of you getting approved for that same bank credit card under your business name is very high. So I'd suggest you, first thing you do once you have the checking account open, the same day, go ahead and apply for at least 2 to 3 credit cards inside their bank. That is, banks do not allow you to apply for more than one card. Just make sure the bank that you open up the bank account, it will allow you to apply for more than one card. The other thing you do is, and I hear this all the time, people, dreaming big, the banks offer, hey, you can get a regular line of credit on top of the credit card, on top of the business account. So apply for that as well that same day. Not necessarily going to start with a $500,000 line of credit. That's almost impossible. It could be possible, but it's almost impossible if you're a fresh, brand new business. So even if they offer you $5,000 or $10,000 or even $1,000 worth of a line of credit, take it. And the reason why is because that's going to keep building over time. That's going to start building over time. And then at one point, you're going to realize that you have 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 grand worth of line of credits. A line of credit is usually good for during the rainy seasons for us, right? Line of credits, we take advantage of that. Credit cards, we take advantage of that during the raining seasons. So that's why it's very important for you to open up a checking account and apply for a credit card and a line of credit in the local business, in the local bank or a traditional bank.
So, as the owner of Super Duper Pavers,
Yeah.
right, I have, let's say, $10,000 in the bank account, in the checking account, right? But the material is going to cost me $7,000. I shouldn't pay that cash?
So what I do here and what I start doing it, and this is very important for everyone to understand, is over time you are going to create a relationship with your local dealers, people that sell in the landscape and hardscape products. So today we have a relationship with basically everyone in the Bay Area, and it's like, we use them whenever there's a job nearby their location. We're using whoever's closest, that way it costs us less for delivering charges and fees and things like that. So now once you have a project, let's say in San Francisco, and then you have a supply in San Francisco, the material is costing you $7,000. You have $10,000 worth of a credit card, right? Check this out. You don't necessarily need to use that $10,000. What I do and what you should do as a business is first, sell the job, get a contract, get a down payment. You have the money in your hands. So what you do now, you go ahead and place the order through your supply, right? So let's say because you're a brand new business, you go to a regular supply, you apply for same thing, a line of credit with them. They might give you 30 days, some of them 45 days, some of them 60 days. I have 90 days because of the relationship that I have with all these big companies and the amount of money that we circulate every day. So you have the money in hand. People don't know how to use their credit, and this is where they messed up. So pay attention on this. So once you have a contract in hand, that homeowner already put $1,000 deposit. Once you start the job, you can get either 30, 45, 50%, whatever it is that you're going to agree on. Based on CSLB, you can only charge what you already perform. If you have not yet performed anything, there's no way you can charge that. So usually demo is the first day. At the end of the day, I'll get a check. So that considered between 30 to 50% of which is already done. So if I did the demo, everything's complete. So that means, it's halfway there. At the end of the day, you got that check, you go to your bank and you place the deposit. Now you have that money secured in your account. You take advantage of using a supplier. So use the supplier to place the order of that specific material. Once you have the material delivered to you, that next day, your supplier is giving you 30 days, 45 days, whatever the deal you have with them. And this is when it gets interesting. You get to work with the supplier's money and material. You finish the whole job. The homeowner pays you. Now you finish the job within 3 weeks. You still have like another 30, 45 days, depending on the deal that you have with the supply. Yeah. What I do now, and that's how I fly first class all over, is I use my credit card to pay that supply at the end of the term.
I see.
Not when...
Not what they send you.
No, at the end of the 30 days, at the end of the 45 days.
So then you're essentially extending
another 30 days.
Another 30 days.
And that money that came from that homeowner is still sitting in the bank. So I extend another 30 days. Meanwhile, I'm already doing more works and I'm using that credit. By the end of the cycle of my credit card, I go ahead and use that homeowner's money to pay for the credit card. So essentially, the money that's coming in, and this is why you got to be very wise with your money. And a lot of people messed up on this is because they see the money in their account, they forget that they have to pay a bunch of suppliers, they forget they have to pay the credit cards, and this is when things go south. It's like, you got to really be organized and know what you're doing because you can take a lot of advantage in so many ways of this scenario. So imagine it's January, it's raining like crazy. You finish the job and now, you don't have any jobs coming in. You got to push that for another 30 days by using the credit card. Hopefully you get a job and then you catch up, right? But during summer is where it's like, and over time your credit's going to keep growing. Today, we have credit cards that says no limit. So that means there's no limit, meaning whatever I spend, I just pay back. Right? Yeah. I don't have to pay off the credit card. And that just keep pushing. Of course, the longer it takes you to pay off, it's going to cost you more money, because of interest. So we try to pay off everything by the end of the month. Now, once you have all of that lined up and figured it out, now you're getting miles and points where you can use that for credit cards rewards, meaning you can go to Home Depot, you can go to places where usually you never would have thought about it because the credit cards does offer specific programs inside the back office. you take advantage of that. So my wife and I, my family, we went to Paris first class. We will go to Brazil first class. Why? Because not because I'm spending all this money, it's because I am into the mileage business as well. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes down to utilizing 100% of what was produced by the company.
So essentially what you're saying is, let's say, for example, it's $75,000 of materials accumulated within 5 jobs. Right. When you pay with a credit card, right? And then when that bill comes due, you're still paying the same $75,000, but then you're also getting the perks of extending it, freeing up your cash flow for another 30 days, but then also getting points on those $75,000.
Yeah, you get points, you get mileage, and also you get status, right? So you get status with like Centurion, which is the American Express lounge. When you go inside the airports, I get to go to those places because of the type of card that I have. Same thing with Capital One and all those cards. So I use Capital One and American Express for the business, and those cards is what it gives me like free upgrades. A friend of mine, we just went to Kansas City. He showed up at the airport to get a car, and it was a regular, Corolla, whatever, and like cheap car. Because of his status, because of the credit card that he had, and the points and mileage, he was able to get an upgrade to a Porsche.
Oh, wow.
Same price. Paid $300 for the Porsche. And I was just looking at him, was like, way to go, brother. Way to go.
Well, you're gaming the system, right? You're essentially, either getting discounts on the product, because there are cards that give you cashback rewards.
Yeah, cashback rewards.
Right? Like 2-3%. So then you would be saving 2-3% on the cost of the materials, right?
So imagine this. It's already wasted money. You never count with that money.
Correct.
Because if you go to a supplier and you pay cash, you pay with the debit card, all right, thank you, the money's done. But whatever you paid, you accumulate miles and points. Some cards is 1%, some cards is 2%, some cards 5%, some cards 1 mile, 2 miles. It depends on the card you have. But imagine that this money was a wasted money anyways. And at the end of the month, let me see, I'm not supposed to do this, but I'm going to do this. Let's say at the end of the month, you have, I don't know, 100 grand worth of bills that you have to pay. Use your credit card, you're getting 100 grand worth of miles. So you're getting 100,000 miles or 200,000 miles, or whatever you're paying at the end of the month, right? I'm going to log in here so you guys can see how crazy this is, man. It's insane how...
because essentially, like, you're gaming the system. You're creating debt, but you're paying it off, right? And you're kind of like having it work in your advantage.
So because the way it works is, it was going to be like that anyways, right? Yeah. So now, because you're going to spend that money anyways, why not you spend under a credit card and get the advantage of that? During the holidays now, in November, December, I think Capital One, American Express, they do come up with promotions, right? For example, use your mileage to purchase $100 Amazon gift card and save 10%. That means you pay $90 worth of miles, but you're getting $100 worth of gift card, right? So, and that's what I do. So it's like, why not just do the same thing? Oh. I'm logging in right here. You guys ready for this? So I do use this for the business. I don't know if we can focus into this, Junior. I want to show here people. Okay, let me hide some stuff. You guys can see this. So here, this is my Capital One. I have about 596,000 miles, like 600,000 miles that I accumulated in the last few months, 2-3 months, because I use this card to pay a lot of our, material supplies and all that. So once you understand how to use this, that means this could be worth like This means that I spent over $600,000 just paying supplies in the last few months. So that shows that instead of me just paying that money, I got to use this mileage to just do whatever I want to do. So I take vacation, business vacation, because I'm working at the same time that I'm on vacation. So you got to write off 100% of that. So essentially, paid vacation for me comes from the credit card.
From the credit cards.
Yes.
So where are we going? Where are you taking me?
No, you're not going anywhere.
Come on, man.
You gotta hit your numbers. But majority of the people that work with us, they do have the credit card that it's under this account. So I print cards for everyone that's like project managers, sales guys, like people that's usually needing the card every single day. So they have their own card
for
under
materials
the
and gas
all
and
of that,
expenses,
right?
all stuff
And then
like
we
that.
have a CPA in the office, so she takes care of like everything, all transactions, and we double check, triple check, and make sure that everything is going where it's supposed to go. So essentially, I'm just taking advantage of the credit. I'm taking advantage of what was offered to me.
What would you say to people who are scared of credit cards? Because I know people
Yes.
who say, "No, that's playing with fire." Like, what would you say to them? Like,
If you know what, so imagine like if you have a problem of drinking, are you gonna be drinking?
will you go to a bar?
Would you go to a bar?
Yeah.
It's like the same thing. If you don't know how to manage money, then don't do it. Now, if you feel like, you know what, I can use this to grow my business and create a business plan, just go ahead and do it then. Like, don't wait for something to be like, I think this is what it is. I'm telling you, if you know how to use money to grow your business and grow your revenue, you should take advantage of credit cards. I'm not saying this is for everyone, only a few people. But for those that wants to know, you know what, I really like the idea of using a credit card. I really like the idea of getting approved. Like, there's so many methods that I use to get approved for line of credits and things like that. Today, our business have over $5 million worth of credit. That doesn't mean I have $5 million sitting in the account. It doesn't work like that. I have $5 million in liabilities, right? But I grew my business based on liabilities. And a lot of people are like, you're crazy. I borrow money all the time. I do borrow money. Why? Because at the end of the year, I don't have to pay Uncle Sam. And how do you do that? Well, if you want to really know how I do this and how I use credit, that's why I created the masterclass, bro. There's so many things that people that starting their business today, if I knew that when I started, I could be a multi-billion-dollar company today.
Okay.
Just by applying those very, very crucial principles. And I help people do this in the masterclass. I had people yesterday reaching out to me, hey, Bruno, I need to apply for credit cards.
Yeah.
I can get people credit based on things that I know. And the odds of me helping people apply, I don't do legal advice. I just want to make sure that I'm just helping people out that wants to know how it's done. I connect them with the right people and at the right moment based on their business. So it's not like everyone that comes in, I'm gonna help you get approved. Just come in and I'll help you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying is I know how to get credit for the business, and I know how important that is for everyone's business. To have credit and line of credits available to them.
And I take it, I imagine that you learning these, right? Because no one sat you down and explained this stuff to you, right?
And you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
It's not free.
When don't give away too much, right? No. Don't give away the secret sauce.
No.
But there were some mistakes made along the way. I take it.
Of course. There's no way you're going to get to a place and a point of success without failing, without hitting your face on the wall and understanding why things end up being the way it was. So meaning you're going to go through a lot of trials, but at one point you realize how to do it. It's like I tell this all the time. It's kind of like you're playing the Mario Bros, right? Mario Bros, you're playing Mario Bros. Yes.
Mario Brothers,
there you go. You play the Mario Bros. At one point, you have a checkpoint in the middle of the phase, right? And then that checkpoint means if you pass through that pole, those two poles, and if you die beyond that point, you're not going to the beginning of the phase. You're going to the checkpoint. That's exactly what happens, right? When you have a mistake in business, when you do a mistake in life, you're gonna get to a point where you messed up, but you're not going to the beginning. If I would have to start everything again today, it would probably take me 6 months to a year to be in the same position that I'm at today. Why? Because of the knowledge that I gained throughout the years and all the failures that I had throughout the years. It's not about all the conquests. It's all about the failures. As long as you avoid the same mistakes that you did before, you're money, you're gold. Like, you know what you're doing, you know where you want to go. So it's very important for you to really know how do you do it and how to do it in a way where it's legal, legit, without having to scam anybody, without having to be a sketch to other people. And that's simple. I do help people in the masterclass. If you guys want to know how you can get credit card for your business, how you can get credit, a line of credit for your business, how to get finance. I got 2 brand new tractors From Caterpillar, 0 down, 0 interest, 60 months. You just pay the monthly payment. That is the right time during the year for you to do that. That is the right time for you to apply for each individual credit card during the year. I have all that data where I know when is the day, what time. If someone comes to me today and say, Bruno, I want to buy a Caterpillar today, just the way you did, I'm sorry, you missed. Because that was happening early on in the year.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like there's a specific time frame when things like this happen. And it's not once in a lifetime. It happens in a cycle all the time. Specific days to apply for American Express, specific days to apply for Capital One, specific days to apply for a line of credit with Bank of America, with Wells Fargo, with like a Citizen Bank. Like that is specific days for each one of those transactions. And as long as you have the data, as long as you know, you get approved.
Man,
that's the secret.
Lots of good information.
Yeah.
A lot more information can be had at the masterclass, right?
We can be talking here for 3-5 hours, easy, only on credit.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Sign up for the masterclass. Where can they learn more about this masterclass?
What day is this Saturday again? It's going to be so today is the 20th. This Saturday, October 28th. My team's saying October 28th. We're gonna post this today, I think. But this Saturday, October 28th, we're inside the free masterclass. I don't think we have more room. It's very tight. I'll put it like this. A lot of people already sign up, but I'm gonna just go over every single topic and just like dive in. And it's gonna be like a 3 to 4 hours thing. It's not just gonna be a 30 minutes talk. It's gonna be like a very long, intense of like detail and whatever questions people have. This is gonna be like me taking my Saturday just to be there for you guys. So masterclass.
How can they get there? How can they get to the link to the masterclass?
They can sign up through the bio in my Instagram page,
which is
Bruno the Outdoor Builder. You can go to Bruno the Outdoor Builder on IG, and then you just click on the link on the bio, and then it'll take you to the masterclass. You can register and all that. I do offer one-on-one coaching. My team is also there. If some people are tight in budget, they don't have money to talk with me directly or do something with me directly, I do have a very well-trained team and a team in place to help you with your marketing, with whatever necessity you have, and also to talk with you about business. So, I'm just making myself available. Like I tell a lot of people, it's like, I'm doing this because I like it. Yeah. It's not at a place of, you know what, I'm going to make a lot of money. It's not that at all. It's just like, I want to encourage people and just empower young generation to just do it. Don't wait, just do it. Anyone can do it. If I done it, you can do it. It's not a complicated thing. You don't need to recreate the wheel. You just jump into the wheel and let it spin, and that's it, right? So that's what I'm trying to propose here. That's what I'm trying to propose for those that want to know more about how they can become a successful business.
Perfect. Again, Bruno the Outdoor Builder. Check out the podcast, the Outdoor Builders podcast on Spotify,
YouTube, all over.
And YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff. Yeah. But thank you very much, Bruno. Very insightful. We probably ran long on time, but it's a lot of information.
They'll edit, don't worry.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see each other next week.
All right, thank you.